Hi guys, it's KJM and I am back with the final new movie for Countdown to Christmas 2023. On Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, Friends and Family Christmas premiered, starring Ali Liebert and Humberly Gonzalez. Okay, so I'm going to try not to use the L word, and we're just going to say this is a thespian love story. Thespian, as in actors and actresses, okay? As I said in my preview that I filmed a couple days ago about this movie, some of the descriptions were very vague and we just didn't know what it was about. But my cable provider, Fios, in their description, they explained that Friends and Family Christmas was going to be a thespian love story. Now, why is this important? If you guys have been following me since last year when I was talking about the drama behind the scenes at Hallmark Media with ex-CEO Bill Abbott and his traditional marriage views, it all started with a thespian jewelry commercial. Now, we have seen gay men brought to the forefront and given roles. Jonathan Bennett, recently Luke McFarlane, and those actors are gay in real life. And we've seen The House Sitter, we've seen Notes in Autumn, we have seen Christmas on Cherry Lane, and we are loving it. But let's give props to how we got to this diversity and inclusion portion. If it wasn't for the thespians, we would never be here. So this was a big deal. And actually, usually when I post the photo with the actors' names, I don't usually post the likes from the Hallmark Facebook page, but I went on the Hallmark Facebook page this, morning, and this is exactly what I saw. I think there was something like over 70-something people that gave a mean face, and a lot of people left a lot of hating comments. Megan and I talked about it last night, and she said, yes, there are homophobic people that don't want to see any same-sex couples on TV, but people especially get mad at the thespians. They may be okay with gay men, but the thespians they're not okay with. Baby, why? From what a friend of mine, well, more like an associate told me, she's bi, and she told me that thespian relationships are great, and she dates women and men. I told her never come back to the side where men are at. I live at that side, and baby, it's not pretty. Anyway, let me get into the premise of the movie, and then I'll tell you. Oh, I should tell you I'm giving Friends and Family Christmas an 8 out of 10. Megan also thought it was cute. And the last couple of Hallmark movies, Megan has not been watching them or hasn't watched them all the way through. So it says a lot that she watched Friends and Family all the way through. I thought it was cute. I thought it was funny. There were certain holiday events in this one that really made me want to do some fun things around Christmas instead of just dreading Christmas Day with family awkwardness and random guests that are coming to eat our food without proper notice. And I told you, the holiday season is pretty difficult for me. It's not my favorite. So this movie actually gave me some ideas of some fun things I could do if I was a little bit more creative, right? All right. So how this starts off is we see Amelia, who is a lawyer. Amelia is played by Ali Liebert. She is a lawyer, and she had a breakup a year ago with her girlfriend, Margot. So let me be clear. These characters are thespians. They're not bi. So for people who are upset with the movie theme, they're not going back to men, and it's okay. Okay? Let's just get over that part. So Amelia's getting over her breakup. She's a corporate lawyer that works for her dad's firm, and she's on the partner track. Her breakup happened a year ago, yet her dad is still worried about her and still mentions the breakup. His old college roommate has a daughter that recently moved to Brooklyn about 2 years ago. I'm kind of confused about the timeline, but it seems like about 2 years ago, or she officially moved this year. So she's there because she's working with the Brooklyn Artist Lab, and she's trying to put a little portfolio together. So Daniela is a photographer, or as she likes to be called, a visual artist. So we see her taking beautiful, stunning pictures all over Brooklyn. And both of their fathers get them together, set them up on kind of a blind date. When they first meet, when Amelia and Danny meet, it's like not really chemistry right away. One's a Libra, the other one's a Scorpio. Those signs, I think, are right behind each other. So apparently it's usually not a good pairing, but this movie made it work because the Libra and the Scorpio finally decided that they had a lot more in common besides dads who just want them to be happy. Now, let me tell you, this movie had a lot of diversity and inclusion. We had Kylie. She played one of Danny's artistic friends, and she was Black. We had Tanner, and he's of some Asian descent, and he was also one of Danny's friends. So one thing I thought that they portrayed well is that certain parts of Brooklyn, very eclectic, very artsy. And I think they got that feel, to me, they got right. Only thing is, I was getting tired of like Danny's like artsy jeans. I'm like, babe, you can be artsy and be like fashionable, Daniela. And I just was not feeling the jeans that were just waiting for paint to fall on. But you're a photographer. Anyway, when the two meet, Amelia likes black coffee. Danny likes, hot cocoa with peppermint in it. And it just seems like it's not going to be a thing. But Amelia realizes her dad is really worried about her. So the next day when her dad asks her about the date, she chats it up and says that her and Daniela are actually dating. Now, Daniela's parents surprise her and they come to Brooklyn for Christmas because they didn't want to miss this Christmas with their daughter. Can I tell you, I love the actress and actor that played Daniela's mom and dad. I thought they were super cute. I thought it was very realistic, especially of what like immigrant moms can be like super overbearing and still giving you advice even when the taxi is like driving away. My mom would still be yelling out the window, find somebody, like open up yourself to love. So I thought that was cute. But one of the funny things about the parents is when Amelia and Daniela meet up to return, Amelia had Daniela's gloves. So they have to meet up anyway. And before Amelia can tell Danny about what she told her dad, Danny's parents show up at the coffee shop. And so now Amelia has to pull Danny aside and tell her that she told her dad that they're fake dating and her dad must have texted Danny's dad. And now these parents think that these girls are dating, okay? Or I should say these women. What was so funny to me is while the characters Amelia and Danny were outside of the coffee shop, Danny's parents were talking, and Danny's father said, Danny's mom was like, what are they outside talking about? And her dad actually said, like, maybe it's too soon to be meeting the parents. And then the mom said, too soon for lesbians? And I was laughing because my bi associate told me that lesbian relationships usually move very fast. And they want monogamy and they want you to be super serious. So within 10 days, you could be engaged to a lesbian. Ooh, I meant lesbian. Anyway, so I thought it was funny because from what I know from my bi and lesbian associates, this appears to be really true. Women are committal with each other. So anyway, Amelia and Danny, they start to fake date, only they start to fall in love. And there was a lot of quirky awkwardness, which I thought was perfect when you're getting to know somebody that your parents set you up with. I thought it was funny that both their fathers were college roommates because Megan and I were freshman year college roommates and we are still friends to this day. Both straight. Megan's married with children. I am happily single, but it's just hilarious to me that yes, some friendships can last for decades and decades and decades. Anyway, these two fall in love, but not before Amelia worries that this relationship may end like her ex, where the other party wants to travel and Amelia, she's at the law firm every day. But Danny and Amelia find a way to make it work, and their Christmas dinner is filled with friends and family, hence the title of this movie. I am giving this movie an 8 out of 10. I thought it was just actually joyous. I thought it was on point. I really enjoyed it. Check out Friends and Family Christmas. And if you wrote hateful comments under any of these posts on Facebook or Instagram, you should be ashamed of yourself. Love is love. It only matters to me who I take to my bedroom. As long as everybody are consenting adults, whatever consenting adults do, that's on them. It's KJM. It's Countdown to Christmas.